What's up, y'all? Welcome back to BNL Reactions. Today we're looking at Halo Evolution: The Return. Let's go ahead and get it started.
Money making season and being broke is treason.
And what, they in a war? The human colony planet Colo? Planet Colo. And they messing them up. Oh yeah, they tearing them up. They tearing the humans up. Dang, you ain't have to hold them like that. You could just stab them and let them go. You ain't gotta do all that. Ain't they about to glass the planet? Yeah. It's a wrap. Who is this dude? Is this this ain't Arbiter, is it? Maybe this is like how he got his start or something. The Return.
This planet is buried in war, and I know, for so long I've known how every soldier here dies, how every battle here ends, but I don't know who won. My people were the chosen ones. We enforced the will of our prophets, the holy seers who led our great covenant of believers along the path to transcendence, the path to the great journey. From the day I could stand, I was trained to fight. In a lake like this, I was watched by the prophets as I fought and learned.
They fought on a lake in a boat?
Not all were strong enough to serve our God.
That's some tough training.
But I was.
The balance you gotta have for that. You gotta have some crazy balance to pull that off.
Been this way for the covenant. And it would always remain so, or so I once thought. Years ago we fought here, and for a short time the humans resisted us. Their victories were few and costly. Some evidence of their struggle still remains, but not much. It didn't matter how hard they fought. It didn't matter at all.
Dang.
Power and our belief were unstoppable. So I don't notice the bones beneath my feet anymore. They're just part of the
Dang.
Dead gray that surrounds me.
He don't notice the bones beneath his feet anymore? He's saying some lines, man. Y'all gotta listen. He's saying some lines.
Unstoppable. So I don't notice the bones beneath my feet anymore. They're just part of the dull, dead gray that surrounds me. My path is set. That smoke on the horizon is the only other thing on this world that didn't die 20 years ago. And so that is the only beacon I have. I know what I must cross before I...
They got crop circles?
Smoke. My path will take me across the ruin of this world called Colo, and straight to the great scar burnt into Colo by our fury and faith.
Oh, they put that on there. They put that crop circle on there, okay.
Its creation covered this world in flames. It was the end of everything here. And it was put there by one ship, one hand alone. It was put there
They marked their victory on them. That's one way to send a message.
This world is dead because of me. And now I need this world to tell me how to live. "20 years ago, when our war against the humans raged, I discovered this planet through a human ship I captured. As my reward for its discovery, the prophets tasked me with its ritual destruction."
Okay.
The fleet was gathered, and when we had bloodied the humans enough, my ship...
Notice we don't see any like resistance. We only see they ships. All of these is Covenant ships. We don't see no ships from the human side, nothing. So I don't even think they stood a chance, man. They ain't had no resistance out here. They ain't stand no chance.
The fleet was gathered, and when we had bloodied the humans enough, my ship's prophet called to me, and the ceremony began. After a lifetime of anticipation and hours of prayer in orbit, finally, it was time. "Speak, my prophet, and let the word destroy those who stand in the way of the great journey."
Faith. Destroy them with faith.
And they ugly even in cartoon form.
In a trance-like state, I guided the plasma bombardment that seared our holy glyph for the word faith into the surface of the planet below.
Okay, so the word or that sign means faith. I thought it would have meant like end of war or something.
Wave of flame and wind destroyed everything around the lines of my glyph, and when it was complete, I knelt, waiting for the molten rock below to cool, and for the prophet to judge whether my actions had pleased our gods. They had. So my fleet drew lines of fire across the rest of this world as a lesson for those who dared stand before the might of the Covenant. My dreams of long-ago victories bring me nothing but pain today.
Why?
So I will walk.
Why would it bring him pain? Is he like regretting? Is he regretting all like the death and stuff he did?
Through the ruins of that day, seeing the human remnants get smaller and smaller as I approach the cut of my glyph down below.
And what he eating on this walk?
Was more
on this pilgrimage.
The point where my plasma burned the ground, as it was meant to be.
He walking a long distance, man, to go from ruin to ruin of all the human stuff. I don't see no food with him. He ain't got no water, and he on foot. So I know it's taking him multiple days to get to all these sites. Cause walking on foot, that ain't nothing fast. So what he eating out here, man? He got on full armor. It look like it's hot, so I know he needs some water. You know what I'm saying? What's the food situation out here, man?
Was the proper journey for the non-believers. Night falls again, and I'm so close to the glassy black scar of my mark. I won't spend a night on that alien surface. I can't. I must find there.
What are you looking for? Survivors? To like help his guilt? Oh no, he looking for the grave. Dang, he can't even face it.
It's to face it alone. The end of all you know. I didn't. My men didn't either.
Who is this dude is my question. Like, is this still the Arbiter?
Years after our great victory here,
It gotta be him.
own destruction. The destruction not of our lives, but of our reason for living. We were scouting for humans when the message came in. I could not comprehend what I was seeing. Our betrayal by the prophets, the slaughter of our leaders, the death of the covenant. The prophets had tricked us, lied to us about the nature of the great journey itself. And when my people refused to swallow this lie, the prophets tried to strip us of everything we had. My men looked to me like they never had before, and I knew what I had to do. He knew I was coming.
Blasphemy! Filth! Who are you to strike a messenger of God?
Choke him up.
I showed my crew what had come of our beliefs, and I hoped to focus them on what lay before us, starting with the only piece of that lie we had available to our rage. Betrayal! Our people have been betrayed by the prophets and their savage puppets. You have seen what they have done.
No, this ain't Arbiter.
They have struck down our faith and our leaders. And you know
His voice too different.
do in the face of such betrayal. Our war against these deceivers starts now. It was enough for them for a time, but vengeance can only fuel a people for so long, and we had done so much in the service of the prophets' lies. I had done so much, all of it lies. I had so much to answer for, from my service to their lies. So after all these years, I brought my ship back to this place of my greatest victory.
Okay.
My greatest shame, to find a new purpose for my crew and my clan.
So this is after Order 66, basically.
And after weeks of searching, all I have found is that column of smoke calling to me from across the scar. That smoke is all I have now.
No survivors. He still ain't ate nothing, man. How long he gonna last without eating? That's what I want to know. It's been confirmed at least one day, and he been walking for a minute. Full armor.
Smoke is all I.
You know what I'm saying? I know he hot. Look at him. Look at that water. I know he hot. He want to drink it, but that's some stale water. He can't do that. That boy burning up. Ain't no animals. Y'all killed all them. Only thing to drink is stale water. Better drink your spit.
I know that sound.
Is that explosions?
For 6 years after the High Prophet died at the hands of our champion, the Arbiter, we hunted the deceivers and their allies.
Yeah, the Arbiter is a different person. Okay.
Violent lot the humans appropriately call brutes.
They was both what's the name, Sangili, and they both had silver armor, but I forgot Arbiter's armor do look a little different. It's more like chain linky looking on the arms. I forgot. I just remember that it was silver, but looking at it again, yeah, that is different. He is a different person.
Lot the humans appropriately called brutes. It was a terrible war. The prophets provided the brutes with powerful new weapons, hoping that they would in turn defend the prophets against our wrath. But when the prophets went into hiding, the lack of strong leadership allowed the brutes to revert to their savage natures, and they soon began to fight against each other. This lack of solidarity made them much easier prey. Some of my fellow commanders
He drop kicked him.
now, but not enough. After generations spent obeying the covenant and the words of the prophets, we no longer know how to find out what our gods want us to do. We don't know what our gods want at all. We have no scientist, no clergy, no law, and no reason to be. We risk extinction for the lack of a purpose, and that is why I came to this planet where I last felt the touch of those gods for guidance.
So he looking for a higher calling, a meaning to life.
Now my guidance is once again gone. I cannot return to my people without it. Jackals.
Who they fighting? Wait, they ain't cool with the Jackals, is they? The Jackals fought against them. Yeah, they ain't cool.
Where are the humans?
Sniped him. Right in the throat, too. He loved drop kicking. That's his favorite move. That's his go-to. He loved drop kicking or kicking somebody. Dang, why he pull up like that?
They never return to the worlds we have cleansed. Why are they here now?
He pulled up like he was ready for smoke.
He's too far gone to explain. The smoke came from this hole, but without the humans to question, it means nothing to me. More may be coming. Perhaps those who come next will be more. Wait.
Are you looking for food? I knew he was hungry. I knew he was hungry, man.
Faith. What do these humans have? An oracle? That hole, the digging, the smoke. You will live, human. There will be many questions for you in the days ahead, and I still remember how to get you humans to answer questions. You will help me find the oracle prophets to speak to our gods. It is time for me to speak to them myself.
So he about to hold him hostage? Wasn't you just trying to atone for your sins, man? Now you gonna hold somebody hostage?